Alright, quick video. This TQQQ is up to 105.14, up 12 cents today. It went up to 107.12, so it was about $2 up more, but the market came back. Looks like Apple was up, Microsoft was up, so this thing was up even though the NASDAQ was down 13, the Dow was down 152. So we had an up day on the down day, so that's good. I think this thing is still going to either tread water or creep up. And I want to look at the puts. If you're still selling puts, we're still stuck at 109. But we did hit back over $1 million yesterday, which is good because we went under 900,000 there for a while with this downturn. So we went over $1 million in May 3rd. This thing started going down, so it's been a little over a month. We're going to wait until 110 to get out of this trade and then start selling the puts again, I guess. We'll see how this goes. But I think this thing's going to raise into July for tech earnings that are coming out at the end of July. So let's look at the puts right now. So what we're trading at. So we looked at the puts for this. So I'm looking at the puts at the money. So if you're playing them at 105, which, you know, people play them deeper in the money, I understand. But if you're being aggressive and you play at 105, you're looking at, for the next 2 days, you're going to get say $1.80. If you go out till next week and you think the market's going to be up at the end of next week, you can get about $3.50. So I think $3.50 is a pretty good price. I would go ahead and get it at the 105s, you know, at $3.50. Let's see what they look like a little bit lower. So if you look at next week and you want to look at the puts, selling the puts, so you can get $3.50 at the money at 105. It's a little bit out of the money, but so you can get $3.50. You could go down to 100 and still get 183. So you might want to do that. About 102, you get about 2%, a little over 2%. So you get 250 at 102.50. So any of these I think are good to play these. Buy the dips, sell the rips. You know, you can do on the common, but if you're selling these puts, you know, on a good down day, then sell the puts against them, and then you know, as it rises back up, then you'll make up. So let's look and see what the calls are looking at this point. So I have the 109s, so I'm still $4 out of the money. So if we want to look at the calls at 110, the calls at 110 for next week, I'd get $1.50, and if we looked at 2 weeks, I'd get about $2.50, something like that. And if we looked out a little bit further, you get $3. If we get out to, if we sold the calls out to 716, since we were put the 109s, then if it stayed over 105, then we would be out of this trade with a profit. So that's a possibility that we could trade. You know, we could trade this into July, sell the calls. I haven't done that yet, but you know, selling the call for next week for $1.46 or $1.50, that might not be a bad deal. So we'll see. We'll see if this thing goes down next week or goes up. I guess if it goes up, then we'll get more on the calls. So this is at 105. The calls for next week are $1.50. It was down a penny today. Not much decay on that guy for the day. So we'll see how that goes. you know, that is a possibility. Pick up a little bit of cash, and then if we were to have to sell it at 110 for next week, I think I'd be happy with that. That would lower my cost a little bit more. So I'd be, instead of 109, I'd be at 107.50, which it's been trading really close to, because it went over 107 a couple of days. So let's see when it went over 107. I think the last couple of days it went over to one over 107. So if we look at the history here of the high, yeah, it peaked over 107 and then a 107 again the last 2 days, and then it's come back, and then it closed at around 105. So it went to 107, closed at 105. So we'll see how this goes, but you know, selling these puts is a pretty good way to make money. So let's get some. Like I said, we're back over $1 million. I think we're almost $1,000 over $1 million, and so not very much over. But as this goes higher, then and we get back to the 109, 110 range, then we'll see how this goes.